Tired of listening to the same old boring podcast bull? Then tune in to the Unnamed podcast, available on Anchor.fm and Spotify.com.
This is the Unnamed podcast.
You're listening to the Unnamed podcast, available on Spotify and Anchor.fm and everywhere else podcasts are available. And here is your host, Midnight Lunatic.
What is going on, Midnight Crew? It is your host, Midnight Lunatic, back at it again with another episode of Unnamed Podcast. Welcome back. It's been a long time, guys. It's been a very, very long time. I feel like we're running on just about a month now since you guys have heard last from me, and it's kind of sad that it's happened like that. But look, I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you guys. It was on me, okay? I take full responsibility for being gone for as long as I have. Look, so what had happened was, this is how all great stories start. What had happened was, I'm telling you the truth here, okay? I made you guys an episode about 2 weeks ago. And in the process of me doing that, when I was trying to edit it, right? I transferred everything over to my editing software and noticed that the audio was completely gone. Like, it was just gone. It was just a blank, about 30 minute long episode, just blank. Just nothing there. No audio, nothing. And what was weird was when I was recording it, I would see the spikes from the audio while I was recording, but whenever I went to go edit it, it wasn't there. It was gone. So it was weird that it happened. And okay, so another funny story. Earlier today, I recorded it again, right? Come to find out, it happened again, guys. It happened again. So now this is my third time in the past 2 weeks, well, twice today, that I'm recording. Okay? Now, hopefully, and I'm hoping, because I'm using a different software right now to record, I'm hoping that it's recording and you guys can hear me and you guys will be able to actually get an episode. Because if I have to do this again, I'm telling you guys, it's probably going to be another week before I can get it out to you. I'm running out of time here. I'm on a time crunch right now, guys. You have no idea. We're going to get into all that later. But first, you know what we got to do. For all you new listeners, it is time for Fact of Wisdom. All right, that is where I tell you something that's going to change your life forever. Okay, probably not forever, just for like that slight little moment of life, Tell you a little something interesting here. Now, this is by far the truest thing I've ever said on the show before. All right. Now, Fact of Wisdom states, hugging someone that you really miss can literally improve a person's mood and relieve stress. Now, we all know that's true. We all know that. I can attest for this. Look, so when I go back home and I see my family, right, and I miss my family every day, but when I go home and hug my family members, it brings me joy. It makes me feel at home. It makes me feel at peace. And I miss that. Now, the sad part about that is I haven't been able to hug my mom in years. It's been about 2, maybe even 3 years since I've actually been able to hug my mom. And I miss my mom. And I wish that she was here with me right now so I can give her a big hug. But she's, she's living life, She's a teacher, so she's always busy with her little kids and teaching them how to grow as an adult, make someone's life a little better, a little more knowledgeable. So, but Mama, if you listening, I love you. I miss you. I hope to talk with you soon. I hope to see you soon. And I hope to give you a big hug. I know an exact month from the day that I'm recording, it is your birthday. Your birthday is coming up here shortly. I got 1 month to prepare something special for you. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I never forget my mom's birthday. That is the one person's birthday I can't forget ever. I'm horrible with dates, guys. I'm very horrible at dates. I honestly would forget my own birthday. Like, there's some days where I'm like, how old am I? Like, I don't even remember how old I am. Like, it's that bad. So if you guys tell me when your guys' birthday, chances are I'm probably not going to remember the next day. I literally have to, like, Facebook. Okay, Facebook is one of those things where it's like, it'll tell me when your birthday is. Okay, so Facebook is the one that's helping me remember birthdays, because I am horrible with dates. I can't remember anything. So yeah, I know her birthday's coming up pretty soon. I got a month to prepare for that, and but that's one person that I really, really miss right now is my mom. But hey, so yes, I recorded this episode twice already today. Once 2 weeks ago, and I don't know. I really don't know what happened. I tried, guys. I really did. Okay, I'm sorry. Things happen. It's been crazy for me. Okay, I only have 1 day off, and so my day off, I'm still scrambling to do everything like laundry, clean house, things like that. Spend time with my dog, play the game, relax. Like, I try to scramble everything in 1 day, and it's kind of hard to do everything all at the same time. So you guys got to bear with me, okay? I know I'm gone for amounts of time, and I know it kills you guys because it kills me knowing that I can't get an episode out as much as I want to. Okay, but I try. But lately I've been lazy, guys. And I've been lazy because I got a reason for it, okay? I got a good reason for it, okay? I'm pretty sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know. If you guys don't know, what are you guys doing? You guys are slacking. You need to check out my Facebook page. Now, if you follow me on my Facebook page, I don't even know what I'm saying. If you follow my Facebook page, you will know what I've been up to these past couple weeks. For those that don't know, because y'all slackers, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to enlighten you guys for a second here. So I made probably one of the biggest purchases I've made in a while for a very certain thing that everyone is trying to get their hands on. And I gotta say, I got lucky. I got super lucky getting this item. Okay, like I said, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you guys already know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know, I'm gonna share the secret with you guys. I got myself a PlayStation 5. Yes, you heard that right. I got me the hardest thing on the market to find, the PlayStation 5. I got one in my possession. I sure did. Now, because I got one, I've been playing it. On my off days when I get home, I gotta play it. I'm sorry. It's one of those things that, like, I'm a gamer. I love my games. Okay, it's my way of relieving stress. It's my way of escaping reality for a little bit, and it helps me just cope with life. And so, the PlayStation 5, man, I love it. I absolutely love this thing. It's quicker than my PS4 ever was. Okay, first off, that's kind of a given. It should be faster. The way that games play out, so much better. I don't really experience the lag that I used to. Okay, that's another thing. The biggest thing that I love about the PlayStation 5 is the controller itself. The controller is amazing. The triggers, guys, the triggers on those things are amazing. I absolutely love the feel of shooter games now. Like, I never used to be the type to play shooter games. Like, I used to play a lot of Black Ops 2 back in the day. I can only imagine Black Ops 2 nowadays with this controller, with the triggers the way they are, because I would be on that game 24/7. Now, look, I went on Black Ops Cold War, playing some zombies, checking out, like, the features of the controller, right? Just checking out, like, the vibrations, the triggers, like, trying to, do it. Let me tell you guys, when I say, because some people don't even know what I'm talking about right now. So when you're shooting a gun, the triggers get heavy depending on what gun you have. So, for example, if I have a pistol, right, and I aim the pistol, it's going to feel heavy with the trigger. Like I kind of have to put more force on the button to hold it down. Right? And when I'm shooting it, when I shoot the gun, it feels like an actual trigger for a gun. Now, let's say I switch it over to a shotgun. It's going to get heavier because a shotgun is a heavier gun. Now, if I go to let's say an SMG, it's going to feel heavier because it's a heavy gun. I love that aspect. It makes it more realistic when it comes to the triggers. And the vibration when you shoot it actually feels like a vibration of a gun would. And it's all around is amazing. It brings a whole brand new experience to shooting games and just games in general. The vibration is just insane on it. It actually feels. It doesn't feel like whenever a phone's going off in your hand. It feels like if things are actually touching your hands. Let's say I was playing this game called Astro's Playground, and it's a free game that comes with the console. And there's this part where it's raining, and every time a raindrop hits your little character, you feel the raindrops in the controller. And you can actually feel where it's landing. It doesn't just vibrate the entire controller. It vibrates in certain parts of where that controller, where the raindrops are hitting. So it feels realistic, and it's just amazing, guys. It's really cool. But yeah, it brings a whole brand new feature to games and just adds more to the experience. And that's something I really love about it. So all I got to say, I know I'm making you guys jealous. I'm very sorry for those that don't have a PlayStation 5 right now and have been wanting one. Same with the Xbox. I know they're both hard to find right now. But all I got to say is if you ever get the opportunity to buy one, do not hesitate on getting it. Just do it. No hesitation. Just buy it. Pull the trigger. You won't regret it. I didn't. And I'm going to tell you the story on how I got it. So, there was one day I was at work, and I got this email, right? I got this email from PlayStation stating that I was exclusively invited to buy next-gen PlayStation 5, right? So I'm like, no way. This is cool. I remember getting this email when they were first launching to pre-order the system. And that was the last time I got an invite for that, right? It's an exclusive invite from PlayStation themselves. They only send it out to certain groups of people, right? And I just so happened to be in this certain group of people that got this invite, right? I don't really know how their rigmatism or algorithms, what's the word I'm looking for? Algorithms, I guess. How they work with who they send these invites to. I don't know if they do it VIPs, things like that. I'm not no VIP guy. I'm no one special. I'm just a regular guy. But I got this invite, and it said, on this date at this time, the store will reopen and there will be PS5s in stock. So I'm like, okay, cool, right? Now, I heard this before. I've heard this before where people will go add it to the cart and they sell out before they can even get it into the cart. So I'm like, oh man, okay, now I got to fight with all these people that got this email. Hopefully I get one. So the next day, I was working again, and the time that the store opened happened to just fall right when we got our lunch rush. So it was I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But I was like, I'm willing to try. I got to try, that's all I can do. So when it was finally close to getting that time where the store opened, you have to enter a queue. There's a link that is in the email. You click that, and it puts you in a queue. And whenever it's your turn, it'll put you directly in the store, and you can add which PlayStation 5 you want, as well as any games, accessories, all that stuff that you want, so that way you can buy it. So I'm waiting my turn. I wait about 10 minutes before it actually puts me into the actual store. When it gets down to the last 10 seconds, I'm like, okay, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go to the back real quick. I gotta go get some stuff done. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Give me some space right now. So I was excited. I was like, I gotta try. I gotta be quick about this. I can't afford to waste 10 seconds because in those 10 seconds, it might not be there no more. So I'm like trying to use quick fingers. I'm like, okay. And you have to have your information, like your login. You have to have your card information, like ready to go. So I'm like trying to get everything ready real quick. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So I finally get redirected, and it gives me the choice: PlayStation 5 Standard Edition or Digital Edition. Then I come to the fact where I'm like, okay, which one am I getting? It didn't take me long to choose. Now, if you see in the picture, I got the Digital Edition, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, with the PS4, all my games that I have gotten for it are digital purchases. I do have disc games, but I prefer my games to be digital over the disc. Now, a lot of people are against doing the digital and prefer the disc. For me, I'm good with either one. I prefer digital because it's just easy. I don't have to switch out the disc every time I want to play a new game. It's just easier for me. So I was like, I'm going to save me $100. Why pay an extra $100 for something I'm probably not even going to use maybe like 1 or 2 times at most? So I'm like, I'm just going to go with the digital edition. So I got that. Don't regret it at all. So I added it to my cart. And I'm like, okay, this is a good sign. It's in my cart. It doesn't say sold out. We're good. I'm still trying to go as quick as I can. So I'm like, okay, go on the cart, check out, put all my card information in. And then it gets to the point where I have to do the security stuff, right? Where you know how when you're trying to log into something and it's like, choose the pictures that match up with the word. This one was different. I've never seen anything like this before. And I think it's because they're trying to make it more harder for bots to purchase these items. So I'm like, oh, this is new. What it was it was showing me 6 pictures of this mouse in a maze trying to get to some cheese, right? I've never seen this thing before. I was like, what is this? Like, I thought it was like a little mini game. I was like, this is kind of fun. So you have to choose 5 of these pictures. And at first I read it wrong. So I'm doing it, I'm clicking the ones where the mouse is actually going to the cheese. And I'm like, okay, it's that one, that one, that one. I pick all my selections. And then it's like, good job. But next time, make sure you're clicking the ones where the mouse can't get to the cheese. And I'm like, I read can the first time. Now it's telling me that it can't get to the cheese. So now I got to redo it. I'm like, I just messed up. There's 20 seconds that it's probably sold out now. Like, 20 seconds is up. Like, I probably screwed myself over because I didn't read it properly. So I'm like, okay, I got to do this fast. So I'm clicking on the ones, and it took me a while. It took me a second because all of them kind of look the same. I'm like, okay, that one can't get to it. That one can't get to it. I choose all of them. I'm like, okay, do it. Hurry up. And I'm waiting for it to load, right? I'm clicking submit, and I'm like, hurry up, load. It finally takes me to the checkout screen. It's like reviewing on your order. I'm reviewing everything, make sure it's all right. I click select the express shipping. I'm like, I want 1 or 2 days shipping. Like, I want it to be here as quickly as possible. So I pay the extra $20 for shipping, guys. I was excited. I'm excited to this day. As you can see from the tone of my voice, I'm excited to this day. I cannot believe I got one. It is amazing. I love it. But I got into my cart. All right, I got into my cart. And I'm like, okay, all right, it's good. So I review it, I click submit, order, and it's like, thanks for your purchase. Your confirmation email is on the way. And I'm like, oh, did I just do it? Sure enough, I got the email saying, thank you for your order from PlayStation. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I secured the bag. All right, I'm good. Then I'm like, oh, wait. I heard another story that people will place the order, but they get sold out while they're in process of getting everyone's order together, and they have to cancel some of the orders. So I'm like, I really hope that doesn't count. Like, that doesn't count towards me, because a lot of people prefer doing the standard edition. So more people are buying the standard than the digital. So I'm like, okay, maybe the fact that I got a digital edition will help me out, because I know not many people were, leaning towards the digital edition. So maybe I have a better chance. So I'm okay. So I'm waiting. I'm like hoping that it doesn't give me another email saying, sorry, we had to cancel your order, item out of stock, things like that. So I'm waiting all day. I don't get nothing. I'm like, I think we're good. Next day, I get an email. Your order is being processed. I'm like, oh, like I start like freaking out. I'm like, oh yes. I get like this adrenaline rush. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, I'm like this kid in this candy store, right? Just like so excited, right? Like, if it's the first time I've like seen a PlayStation before, but it's just, I don't know. I get excited when it comes to technology and video games, right? And so, I've never been the first one, because with my group of friends, like I'm always kind of the last one to get these new things. But this time, I'm actually the first of my friends and my family to actually get something new. So I was excited about that, right? And so I get the email saying that it's working on. Mind you, this was towards the end of the week. They don't ship out on weekends, and that killed me. I was like, maybe I can get it, like Friday, Saturday morning, and then have the weekend off, and I can play it. That was not the case, guys. So what had happened was it finally shipped out on Friday, but they don't do shipping on Saturday or Sunday. So they had it already with the FedEx on Friday night. I had to wait all weekend for it to actually go anywhere. I'm like, oh, okay, this is brutal. So I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do this weekend? Like, yeah, I'm so excited. So I start reading up all of these, I start looking up all these videos on like tips and tricks on what to do, what not to do, setting up your PlayStation, and, what are the best settings and, all that stuff. I'm like, doing reviews about like the PlayStation, right? And I'm like trying to learn as much as I can so that way I know exactly what I'm getting myself into once it gets here. So I'm checking out all these videos. And then I go to work on Monday. I get the email saying that it's on the way. By Monday night, it says it was here in town and that it was going to get out for delivery the next day. So I finally got it Tuesday night. Well, Tuesday afternoon, I should say. It came about like 5 in the afternoon. I was at work until about 8 o'clock that night. So when I finally got home, there was a package waiting for me. And oh my gosh, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's here. Usually when I come home from work, as soon as I get home, I take my dog out. This day, I was like, I'm sorry. I will take you out later. I need to unbox this real quick, set it up, and then I'll take you out while it's doing its updates. So I'm like, I'm tearing this box up, and I take it out, and I set it up, and the initial setup, oh my gosh, I was like, this is amazing. Like, just the setup alone was like, oh, this is cool. So it's in the process of doing its updates and everything, and I finally, I'm playing it. I'm telling you guys, that's what I've been doing. I'm sorry that I haven't been here, but you can understand from how excited I am why I've been gone for so long and why I've just been lazy to make an episode. So again, I am very sorry, but you have to understand it's a PlayStation 5. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been playing that. Everyone's calling me a show off now. Like all my friends are like, "Oh, look at who it is!" Like every time I join a party chat, they're like, "Oh, look at who it is on his fancy PS5." I'm like, "Shut up!" Like, oh my gosh. So everyone calls me like a show off, and it's just, I hate that. But yeah, it was definitely exciting, and I'm very excited that I have one. I know a lot of people are still trying to get their hands on one. Look. I wasn't even trying for it, okay? I just happened to get the email, and I just happened to try for it, okay? I guess I was just a lucky person. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you ever get the opportunity to buy one, do not hesitate and just buy it. Now, don't buy it for an overpriced, bargain, okay? That's not. Don't ever pay for something that's overpriced. Never, ever. I heard that Walmart is charging like $1,000 for one. Don't do it. You buy it at retail. Do not overbuy. Do not. But if you happen to buy or happen to have the chance to buy one at retail price, do it. Do not hesitate. Just do it. Just do it, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So yeah, that's pretty much where I've been, guys. That's pretty much what I've been up to, working and coming home and playing the game. That's all I've been doing the past couple weeks, and I gotta say, I honestly enjoy it. Okay, I'm sorry. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll be better next time, but as of right now, I'm living life, man. I'm living it to its full potential, and I thank God for giving me every day. I could not be here without that guy. He's definitely watching over me. He's definitely keeping me going, and I appreciate it. But yes, so another thing I have to talk to you guys about. I just recorded and I'm going to record the second part. But I just recorded a video for you guys of me reviewing some exotic snacks, some foreign candies, sodas, drinks like that. Some just foreign snacks. And I plan on doing part 2 right after I record this. You know, I had to re-record this. So I just got done recording the first part, and now I have to go and record the second part. But first I had to make this episode. So here we are. But yes, be on the lookout for that. I don't know exactly when I'll be posting those videos, but I know they will be posted after this episode goes live. Sorry, I have something in my throat. But they will be posted sometime later in the future, so don't miss that. Okay, be on the lookout for that. It'll be on my YouTube channel as well as Facebook. So make sure you follow me on both of those. I just posted a picture of the snacks that I got on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you guys will see the snacks that I got and the snacks that I will be trying out. And let me tell you, the first ones that I tried were not a disappointment, guys. I enjoyed them. There was one where I'm still kind of just like, I don't know how to feel about it, but it was good nonetheless. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It is now time for me to get out of here. I am getting the signal that I have been talking way too long, so I'm going to head out of here. I got to go handle some stuff and enjoy the rest of my day. And hope you guys have a good week. And I'll see you guys next time. Remember to stay safe and know that I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.